Sausage Gravy Cornbread Dressing. Doesn't that sound good?
Sounds delicious.
Step 1, we gotta make cornbread. Let's get our oven preheating to 425 degrees. We're gonna need 2 mixing bowls. One kind of big, one kind of small. In this larger one, we're gonna add 1.5 cups of cornmeal, plus 3/4 of a cup of flour. We're gonna add in 2 teaspoons of salt, but I'm gonna grind it down very fine. Why? Surface area. The tinier your salt is, the more places it can go. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and give it all a real good whisk. All right, that's it for the dries. Now we're gonna do the wets. We're gonna start off with 1.5 cups of a room temperature buttermilk. Now, it's room temperature so that it does not seize this 1/4 cup of melted butter that we're gonna add. 1 room temperature egg, and we'll go ahead and whisk that as well. And we're gonna make a huge mess because we're having fun. Now, before I combine these, I actually just had an idea. I think I'm gonna add some black pepper to the dry. Just a good little crank. Make yourself a little well in the middle, like that. Add the wet to the dry and mix. It's looking great. At this point, I'm gonna add a little bit of fresh sage. Why are those sage leaves so small? Well, the plant that we have is actually kind of on its last legs. So that was all that we had, but that's gonna do for me, for now anyway. You could obviously go with any herb that you wanted to. For me, sage is definitely part of a good dressing or stuffing. Throw in just about a teaspoon. Get that incorporated. Then I'm gonna let that sit in the fridge because our next step is gonna be to get our big cast iron skillet super, super hot with a lot of fat in it. So while that pan's heating up, I'm gonna get 1 big solid tablespoon of lard in it. This is a 12-inch pan, by the way. So because this cornbread is gonna be part of a dressing, I'm going for mostly crust. I don't want a lot of the fluffy inside part. I want a lot of texture, I want a lot of flakiness to it. And that's why I'm using such a big pan. If you were making like a regular cornbread, just put it in a smaller pan, you get a lot more height out of it and therefore a lot more of the kind of bready insides. Okay, we're at about 380 degrees, so let's go ahead and dump this. Yes, indeed. All right, this is gonna go into that 425 degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. Yow. 20 minutes in the oven. Check this out.
What? It's wonderful. Perfect. Perfect and awesome.
Awesome and perfect.
Perfectly awesome.
Claire, do you like sausage?
I love sausage.
But do you like sausage from Best Stop?
What? Fresh jalapeno pork sausage from the Best Stop in Scott.
That's right. Oh, so fresh. We're gonna uncase it.
You got you. Oh, you're being so behind.
Can you operate?
Yeah.
There we go.
Wait, how do I make it turn? Oh, man,
Sorry. Scaring the cat. Tip it in to a 350-degree skillet. I'm gonna brown it up.
Yep, and after it's brown, then you gotta fry it in this fat.
That's right. Holy moly, you smelling this?
It already smells delicious. Thank you, Best Stop. Let's go outside.
These onions are a little small, so I'm gonna do 2. Bell pepper.
Bell pepper.
For my Australian friends, capsicum.
Come on, a bell pepper?
Mm-hmm.
They call it a capsicum, but it's not spicy.
A couple celeries. These are a little floppy.
That's okay.
Is that all right?
That's all right. If the idea of cutting floppy celery makes you crazy, you can just stick it in a glass of water for like 20 minutes. It'll firm right back up.
I'm looking kind of big.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. How are we looking?
We're in that gray phase.
Not brown yet, huh?
Not brown yet. So we got this on like a medium heat.
That is exactly medium.
Exactly
actually.
medium heat.
And I like to take it slow.
Oh yeah, so you can render that fat out.
I want all the fat to come out because we're gonna add flour to this to make a roux.
Oh sure. That's fresh jalapenos they put in that jalapeno pork sausage, by the way. You saw that? Fresh jalapenos. Jay didn't know what he was getting into, giving me the gimbal.
Dynamic shot.
Fresh.
All right, we're gonna let that brown for a little second.
All right.
We'll check back in. All right, come check this out.
Oh.
Getting there, huh? That's a good sound.
Yeah. Particularly in this area right here, it's like starting to make more bubbles. It's about to start frying right there. That means the fat is rendered out and is at a temperature conducive to frying. So that's great.
So we're frying meat in meat fat.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a few more minutes on it, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, we'll check back in.
Okay.
All right, go check it out. What do you think?
Oh yeah, look. You see them? All the little fries. Ooh.
That's what we're looking for, right?
Yep.
In with the veg.
In with the veg.
I'm gonna do just a bit of salt. We're just trying to help these vegetables to start kind of letting go of their water. Maybe like a half a teaspoon of salt there. Gonna give it a stir. That's looking good.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Everybody's shining.
Get it nice and leveled out. We're gonna go down to about a not quite low.
Something about like that. Yeah.
Cover it.
Right.
See you in 20.
See you in 20.
After a 20-minute sweat, checking and stirring occasionally, of course. We're looking really, really good. We're adding in 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Gonna give that a real good mix. Now I want to give that about at least 5 minutes to cook down. Just a little taste here. Oh, that's amazing. I'm gonna go on with a little bit of Tony's. Use your own judgment. I feel like it needs a little bit of a kick. Holy moly.
Come on. Oh yeah.
It's incredible.
Oh yeah. It looks incredible.
Oh man, it's so good. By the way, if you got anything sticking on the bottom of the pan, just scrape it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's boogie. Some ice cold chicken stock. Start with a bit. Thank you,
That was
Oven.
such a well-timed alert.
Ice cold chicken stock. Boop, 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 boop.
And why ice cold chicken stock?
Why ice cold chicken stock, Claire?
I just asked you.
Oh, I don't know. I learned it from the TV that if you have hot roux and cold stock,
What do you get?
chances are you get a smooth
right.
gravy. Yeah.
That's right. No lumps.
No lumps. I thought maybe you knew the science. No, that's just the rule, right?
That's just the rule.
Yeah. And I'm not really measuring the amount of chicken stock. I'm just going by like sight, by what I want.
You know what you call that?
No.
Cooking.
I'm cooking.
Look out, y'all. He's cooking.
Look at me, I'm cooking.
Look out, y'all. He's cooking.
All right, I'm gonna bring this up to pretty good temp. I like the consistency here.
Well, remember, once it comes to temp and the roux locks in,
It's gonna thicken up.
it's going to thicken up.
Okay, well that'll be interesting. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Cooking.
Cooking. You're cooking now.
I need to taste this again.
But that's what you got to do. You just got to keep tasting it, especially if you didn't make the sausage.
Again, if you're making this, you use your own judgment, but I think it needs a little bit more of this after that chicken stock went in, because that chicken stock is unsalted.
Oh, that's beautiful.
All right.
It hasn't even come to a little boil yet.
You want me to come to a boil?
It's got to, or the roux's not going to do what it's supposed to do.
Oh.
There it goes.
So that's good?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Once we hit a little boil and it kind of locks in.
It kind of locks in.
I got
It just locks in.
Well, you know what I'm going to do now?
What?
I'm going to break up this cornbread and put it in there.
Oh my God.
We're going to go ahead and lower the heat at this time, by the way.
You got to put down a little hot pad when you're coming over with a hot pan.
So yeah, we're transferring this to a little casserole dish.
Yeah, that's not going to fit.
It's going to fit. Oh, ye of little faith. Should I just get the big one?
No, it's not enough for the big one.
That's true. So yeah, we're transferring this over to a casserole dish that is intentionally small. And I'm getting a little nervous, but I think it's gonna fit just the way that I want it to fit. I'm scrunching it down, but I'm not packing it because I don't want it to be smoothed out. Yeah, so we get all those little kind of peaks and valleys there, and that way what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this into a 425 degree oven for probably about another 20 minutes, I would say. And that's to kind of bring everything together, bring all the flavors together, and to kind of caramelize some of this stuff on top. And we got a little extra cornbread. We ended up with about that much extra.
That's all right. There's a couple of things you could do with that. You could heat it up and put it with some condensed milk and have couscous.
You sure could. Some steamed syrup.
Some steamed syrup.
Oh man.
And evaporated milk.
What?
Or condensed milk, or.
Oh, we should make a short with that. Is this kind of your idea? What you have in
Yeah,
mind?
it's perfect, and that's the perfect little amount, just a little bit.
So yeah, we're gonna throw this into a 425 degree oven. I'm thinking for about 20 minutes. We'll go 20 and we'll see what we got. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready to see this thing?
I'm so ready to see this thing. Oh my God.
Oh, it looks great. And the smell. You smelling this?
I'm smelling it. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Look, that's original steam right there. Brother.
Is it good? Oh, yeah.
That's bomb fire.
Everything that your Thanksgiving menu is about is in this. Woo, that's good.
And it's like the gravy is like baked in.
Yeah. You don't even have to add gravy.
You don't even, it's got gravy.
It's in there.
It's in there.